Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to tell about a story which is called Percy's Panda-tastic Day at the Amusement Park. Enjoy it. Once upon a time, in a cozy little town nestled between rolling green hills, lived a boy named Percy. Percy was a curious and adventurous young lad with a heart as big as the sky and a smile that could brighten even the gloomiest of days. Percy had always dreamt of visiting the grand amusement park that stood tall and colorful on the outskirts of town, but his parents had never had the chance to take him. One sunny morning, as Percy sat at the kitchen table munching on his cereal, his mom entered the room with a gleam in her eye. "Guess what, Percy?" she exclaimed, her voice filled with excitement. "Today, we're going to the amusement park." Percy's eyes widened with delight, his spoon clattering against the bowl as he jumped up from his seat. "Really, Mom?" he exclaimed, his heart racing with anticipation. "But how? When?" "Surprise, my dear Percy," his dad chimed in, entering the kitchen with a grin. "I managed to snag us some tickets for today. It's going to be a panda-tastic adventure." Percy's heart soared with joy as he dashed upstairs to get ready. He quickly changed into his favorite striped shirt and jeans, his mind buzzing with excitement at the thought of all the thrilling rides and colorful attractions that awaited him. In no time at all, Percy and his family were piling into the car, their laughter filling the air as they embarked on their journey to the amusement park. As they drove through the winding roads, Percy's eyes sparkled with wonder at the sight of the towering roller coasters and spinning Ferris wheels that loomed in the distance. Finally, after what felt like hours of anticipation, they arrived at the entrance to the park. Percy's heart raced with excitement as he gazed up at the colorful archway adorned with flashing lights and cheerful banners. "Welcome to the amusement park, Percy," his parents exclaimed, their voices filled with joy. "Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime?" Percy nodded eagerly, his eyes shining with anticipation. "I can't wait," he exclaimed, his voice filled with excitement. And with that, they stepped through the gates and into a world of endless fun and adventure. Little did Percy know, this was just the beginning of his panda-tastic day at the amusement park. As Percy and his family ventured further into the amusement park, they were greeted by a lively parade of colorful characters. There were dancing clowns, towering giraffes, and even a troop of twirling pandas. Percy's eyes widened with wonder as he watched the parade pass by, his heart filled with joy at the sight of all the magical creatures. "Come on, Percy," his mom called, her hand reaching out to him. "Let's join the parade." With a grin, Percy joined hands with his parents and danced along with the parade, his feet tapping to the beat of the lively music. He twirled and spun, his laughter echoing through the air as he followed the procession of fantastical creatures. As the parade came to an end, Percy's parents led him towards a magnificent carousel that stood at the center of the park. The carousel was adorned with sparkling lights and shimmering jewels, its colorful horses prancing in place as cheerful music filled the air. "Wow!" Percy exclaimed, his eyes wide with awe as he gazed up at the carousel. "It's beautiful. Shall we take a ride, Percy?" his dad asked, his hand reaching out to ruffle Percy's hair. Percy nodded eagerly, his heart racing with excitement as they climbed aboard the carousel. He chose a majestic white horse with golden wings, his fingers tracing the intricate carvings as he settled into the saddle. As the carousel began to spin, Percy's spirits soared. He felt as though he were flying through the air, his hair whipping in the wind as he soared higher and higher. He laughed with joy as he watched the world blur around him, his heart filled with the thrill of adventure. For what felt like hours, Percy rode the carousel with his parents by his side. They laughed and sang, their voices mingling with the cheerful music as they spun round and round. And as the carousel finally came to a stop, Percy's heart was filled with happiness. "Thank you, Mom and Dad," Percy said, his voice filled with gratitude. "This has been the best day ever." But little did Percy know, the best was yet to come. After the exhilarating carousel ride, Percy and his family continued their adventure through the amusement park. They explored thrilling roller coasters, whimsical bumper cars, and even took a spin on a dizzying teacup ride. Percy's laughter echoed through the park as he experienced one magical moment after another, his heart overflowing with joy. As the sun began to set on the horizon, casting a golden glow over the park, Percy and his family gathered at the main stage for the grand finale. The stage was adorned with twinkling lights and colorful decorations, a sense of excitement filling the air as families gathered around to watch the spectacle. Suddenly, the lights dimmed and the music swelled, signaling the start of the grand finale. A group of talented performers took to the stage, dazzling the audience with their acrobatic feats and mesmerizing dance routines. Percy watched in awe as the performers twirled and flipped through the air, his eyes wide with wonder at the incredible display. But then, to Percy's surprise and delight, the performers were joined by none other than the troupe of twirling pandas from the parade. The pandas danced and spun alongside the performers, their furry costumes shimmering in the spotlight as they stole the show. Percy clapped and cheered with the rest of the audience, his heart filled with joy at the sight of the dancing pandas. He felt a sense of wonder and magic wash over him, as though anything was possible in this incredible place. As the grand finale drew to a close, Percy's family gathered around him, their smiles shining bright in the fading light. "Did you enjoy the show, Percy?" his mom asked, her eyes twinkling with pride. "It was amazing," Percy exclaimed, his voice filled with excitement. "I'll never forget this day." And with that, Percy and his family made their way home, their hearts full of happy memories and dreams of future adventures. As they drove through the quiet streets of their town, Percy couldn't help but smile as he thought back on his Panda-tastic day at the amusement park. For Percy knew that no matter where life took him, he would always carry the magic of that day in his heart. And as he drifted off to sleep, surrounded by the warmth and love of his family, he knew that happiness was truly the greatest adventure of all. I hope you enjoy listening to Percy's Panda-tastic day at the amusement park.